Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Call of Cthulhu Eschatology, episode 4. Woo! We made it. Episode 4. All right. So, let's see who we got left here. So, just a quick, uh, just kind of quick, recap of who's here, right? We have the petty criminal and, all around nice guy, Dominic Masters. And we have Clarity Morgan, over enthusiastic medical examiner. We have the taciturn FBI agent Nikki Anderson, Agent Party Pooper. And then we have Tyler M. Frumpets, Man About Town, Wanderer, and Gyon Diom, Private Eye. I would have named my French guy Thomas Magnum, but that's just me. All right. So we have, when last we left the investigation here, the investigators were split apart. We have Dominic was engaged in a heist with his friend Riley. Ran into somebody from his past, which shook him a little bit. We have Gyon, who is visiting a farm with some mysterious a commune of sorts, yes, and some evidence of some sort of dismemberment. And Clarity and Nikki, with the help of a detective, John Osmond, has investigating the motives behind a murder at a local shop, and they discovered a strange object in a hole in the floor. Okay, so like I said, we are still all split up. So let's first go to on a highway between New Paltz and Scranton, Pennsylvania. Dominic Masters is white knuckling it in a car headed to Scranton with his friend Riley. Riley's like, hey, what's up? Slow down, man. Just slow down. You're kind of freaking me out a little bit. I see why Ken used to do all the driving. Dominic looks down and realizes he's going almost 90, a little over 90, in fact. Which, despite, like I said, there was a recent snowstorm. However, you're on the main freeway and it's been well sanded and scraped. But even then, the car is starting to sort of fishtail back and forth. What does Riley do? I mean, what does Dominic do?
I don't know what Riley does, but Dominic he slows down a little bit, still kind of freaking out, and he's still paying attention to the road. But talking to Riley, he's like, "Listen, man, do you know who that was? Back at the library, do you know who that was?"
No, I don't know what was happening. Why are you so freaked out, man? What happened?
He was on the mountains, man.
The mountain? You mean the mountain?
Yes.
What was he doing?
He killed Pete, man.
What? That's the guy that killed Pete?
Yes. And that is why we're getting out of there.
Okay. So okay. What's the plan?
Well, the plan is, we think of a plan. I gotta bring back this pamphlet to someone. Finish the job. Think of a plan after that.
All right, all right, all right. Well, let's just go back to our place and we'll get back to our office and we can figure out something from there.
Yeah,
Um,
that works.
yeah. So, um, meanwhile, at the farm. The farm. Where's the farm? Farmer. At the farm. I have too many things here. Um, hold on, let me feel like where did I put the farm? Sorry. I'm looking for my farm. I seem to have lost. I've lost my farm. Oh, there it is.
You should ask Old McDonald if he has one. You can borrow.
There you go. He had a farm. Yeah, yeah, yo. All right. So, guys, trying to get information from these two guys. Like I said, they are working on the farm. There was a third person, but she seems to have disappeared. She walked away apparently after because you were busy looking, talking to these guys. And then out from the side of the house, out from the back, a figure emerges. He is an older gentleman. He wearing a cowboy hat. He's got overalls, rubber boots, a heavy coat. Remember, it's still wintertime here in upstate New York, so we're still talking highs of like 25 to 30. Um, you see him over there. Hello, friend. Hey, Bobby and John, are you guys all right? What's going on over there? Oh, it's okay. This gentleman's just, I don't know.
Are
He's
you
away.
Edgar?
Yeah. Who are you?
Can I talk to you for a moment? My
Sure.
name's
Uh,
Dion.
okay. Well, look, all right. You want to come inside? We'll make some coffee.
Uh, that would be great. It's awful cold
Great.
out here.
No kidding. You two can come in too. Go ahead and find Sheila. Tell her to come in as well. Oh, okay. Yeah. All right. So he runs off to find Sheila. You guys go talk in the house. A few moments, he comes in there with you. He takes off his this guy um he comes in and he's wearing his there it is. He's like I said, him and the other guy find the other guy come in and the lady they're all wearing, like I said, those identical sweatsuits and those strange sort of bent iron symbols that look like a tree but with little legs kind of on the end of the tree. As you they come in and as you kind of notice she kind of is like those two guys kind of wait in the living room. But Edgar says, "Hey, let's talk in the kitchen. Don't bother those guys. They're fine."
Okay.
So what can I do for you, Mister?
So, real quick question: those outfits that those people were wearing, did they look appropriate for 25-degree weather?
I mean, they wear big heavy coats when they're outside, and they wear,
Okay.
they probably got long
Guys, they
johns
were.
on. I don't know. Yeah. They're not. They're good guys.
I
They
was
let
just
me.
looking for weirdness. Okay. Well,
Oh no.
Edgar, I got a couple things I need to talk to you about. Hopefully, you'll give me answers. The other guys wouldn't. I have a leg in my car that just kind of was from the half down that clearly was ripped off, and it's wearing one of those guys' sweatpants. So are you got somebody here missing part of their leg?
Well, I don't know. No one told me about that. Although I did notice, I haven't noticed Jimmy here lately. I wonder. I guess I don't know. Honestly, I know they wander around the property, but they're good guys. But they've been to keep to themselves. Like I said, they let me stay here. Gave me the farmhouse back. And, after the divorce, I lost it, and so I was happy to go ahead and take it. Um, but they're good guys. They take care of everything else. They grow their own food, and I just all I do is I help take care of the hogs.
So Edgar, can you tell me what happened with them getting the farm? They bought
Well,
it from you?
yeah. Well, it was part of the divorce settlement with my ex-wife. She is something. Anyways, after that, I was, we sold it, and she got her half of the money, and I got my half, and I was about to figure out I was gonna go move to Arkansas with my brother, but then out of nowhere, this guy comes in, business guy. Well, he's not really business. He used to be a businessman, I guess, in Ohio, is what I heard. That's where he made his money. But 20 years ago, he gave up the ghost and came here. Wanted to live a simple life. Found out he's hanging out with those hippies over there at the RV park. They guess the guy that started the whole thing, heard he was like came here up here and was for Woodstock, and then basically went to Woodstock and then ended up here on the way back from wherever he came from, which is not unusual actually around these parts. There's a lot of old hippies that never went home. Uh, Anyways, this guy, his Shumway is his name. He owns the RV park. Apparently, he bought the property, and then he has this commune, this family they call themselves. They got some weird name for it. I can't remember it right now, but they basically this family. Um, they they help take care of the RV park, and then they basically needed a farm so they could start growing their food. They have a smaller farm, but they decided they needed more. They needed a bigger farm when they saw that mine was close to where they live, so they bought it. And then anyways, this guy comes up to me, him and this other lady, and they came up to me and they decided to. They said they gave me an offer. They said they'd give me the house for practically nothing. In exchange, that I get to live in the house, but that would just help take care of the hogs. So that's what I'm doing. As you are talking, you hear the sound of a car approaching to the front here. It's some kind of like a minivan. It's all beat up. On the side of it, in is a graphical picture of Yogi Bear. It says Yogi's Park, and it's a little dinged up, but the thing's probably about. Hold on, my token's not showing up. Now I'm gonna get a bunch of them. Anyways, yeah, it says free candy on the side. Pulls up, but you can't from your view. This is like a porch. It's like a small 2-story house. But you can kind of see through like the door, and you see this van pull up behind this old rusty truck. Meanwhile, Nikki and Clarity are at back at Shadow Glen.
You dropped us off at my house.
Yeah. Clarity came back. Yeah, John, Detective Osborne had to drop you guys off, and yeah, I mean, you guys looked around, but you didn't find any other clues. He had to report back in before people got suspicious. So now it's like sort of like noon or early, almost noon on that, like a Thursday afternoon.
I would like to make it clear that the only person who knows that I found something in that wall is Clarity.
Got it. Are you gonna? Do you want to? Well, what do you want to do? You want to show her what you found?
Oh yeah, I get out of the car and I'm like practically pulling Clarity out of the car. Thanks for the
role reversal.
Yeah, just pulling her out of the car. Like thanks for the ride. See you around. Call us if you need anything. Get in the house. And I will like push Clarity towards the house, just not even letting her like try to pick his brain about anything.
Oh,
He's just like,
hey.
Kind of stares at the door for a second, and then slowly drives away.
I just wave over my shoulder.
I slam the door shut, and I pull out my phone, and I click a button, and I turn on the security cameras that I have inside and outside my house. I'm an FBI agent. Argue with me about that, I dare you.
I have Ring. I upgraded my Ring.
I did. So I push her inside the house and I go straight to my kitchen and I throw down the drawing, and I would like it if you would make that shareable for everybody.
I will.
Thank you.
Because I'm sure eventually you'll all see it. I kind of like torturing you. Not letting you all see it. All right. Hold on. Edit.
I slam it down and then I turn to Clarity and I say, "Don't you dare get any blood on that. I'll be right back." And I will run upstairs to my room and actually it doesn't look like my room's upstairs. It looks like it's right there. I will run to my room and I will grab my laptop as I fully intend on doing research on this thing.
And I'm like looking at myself like, do I have blood on me right now? I mean, usually I do, but what is she saying that for?
Seems like a precautionary statement.
Just screaming. I'm not bleeding.
Just look at the damn picture.
Okay.
Right. The picture is obviously very old. Like I said, the edges are actually burnt. As if pulled out from some kind of fire. You have this strange drawing.
So I am definitely, I've got my bag with me, so I'm getting out a magnifying glass and taking a look. This is not my area of expertise, but does the how old does the parchment look?
The parchment is still somewhat pliable. Feels very old. You could make a archaeology.
This will go well. Hang on.
I have a 1 in that, so.
Yes.
I remember where it is. Doop, doop. Oh, there it is. Yeah, I have a 1 as well.
Yep. You never know. You guys, the way you guys have been rolling, I say spend 42 luck points in it. No. All right.
No.
No,
so,
nah.
It just looks like a really old parchment. You have no idea how old it is or what it is.
Like I said, not really my area.
You could make a history roll as far as the content of the illustration itself.
Sure. I mean, I'm kind of thinking Egyptian on that because of that top left panel, but let's see. Wow.
Well, you do guess that it might be some kind of Egyptian, but as far as like what period or how old,
Yeah.
as far as the illustration, it appears that's the thing. The illustration itself, it almost appears as if it's not. You think that it's actually a drawing of something else. Like it's not. This is not
Like somebody
the
did this drawing of a drawing.
yeah, drawing of a drawing or a drawing of a whatever, drawing of a sculpture, drawing of some kind of. They saw this and then tried to approximate what they were looking at.
Nikki,
I come running back out with my laptop and I slap it down the counter and I flip it open. And what I'd like to do is I'd like to see if you would let me use library use and research this image.
Yes, we can do that.
Okay.
Nikki,
Yes, what?
the thing that confuses me the most about this is the raisin cookie on the bottom left.
I love that a raisin cookie is what bothers you when there's a dog in the hook with a hook on the right hand side.
Well, it's a whole kind of, like it's a perfect one of these things is not like the others. The other three things are creepy. It's just, a raisin cookie in the middle of all that is just weird. It offends me. It doesn't fit.
So
There's
would I need to use 14 luck in order to pass this, or would I need to use 15?
you can spend 15 if you want. Otherwise, what you could do is go try to push it at a different. Try pushing it, or you could.
Or you could hand me the damn laptop.
What would pushing it do?
So in other words, you would have to. What pushing works is like you get a reroll, but if you fail, it means that you there's something some unfortunate consequence happens.
Not taking that not taking that just yet. I will like to spend you said 14 luck. Is it a tie? Does tie go to roller?
Yeah, that's fine. 14.
Yep.
No.
I will spend 14 luck then.
Okay. Since you spent 14 luck. All right. You feel you notice that this is obviously like. So you know that you're looking at the parchment itself. You realize that it's from the description and what you put in. It's most likely it's not papyrus like it would be Egyptian. Egyptian is papyrus, but it's more vellum, which is like a calfskin, which kind of puts it at the late medieval or early modern period. So we're talking early 1100s or possibly up between the 1100s and 1600s for when it was made. The actual the actual image itself is a series of mysterious. There are some mysterious these bowl-shaped objects that are in throughout different cultures, and their significance seems that they think it's an artifact that represents life. You also notice that in some cases, it's instead of being depicted as a bowl, it's actually upside down. And other times, it's depicted as being very small. And like the figures surrounding it are actually much larger than that middle section. But they always seem to have either little spheres or little like depictions of little spheres or little suns coming out of it. Sometimes they're depicted as angels coming out of this object. As far as the other 4 objects, the surround, there isn't. You haven't discovered any significance as far as symbols for those yet.
Gotcha.
Um,
Does this count as a point? Like I get to mark a
No.
little circle? No. Okay.
No, you do not.
Okay.
well, I mean, Clarity's research has assured her that these things are, it's alien, it's long ago abandoned alien technology. So we just have to figure out what the other stuff is doing there.
Do you share that you think it's alien technology?
100%.
With that, Nikki kind of gives a side glance, and I would like to type something into my computer and slowly turn it to Clarity and push and tell her, look, but if the page doesn't load, do not hit refresh, and I will log into the government database and push it to her for her to search for alien shit through the government websites.
Yes!
That only I would have access to because I'm an FBI agent.
Okay. So here's my question. Do I get to do library use or my alien parapsychology?
Which one's better?
Library use.
Okay, you use libraries.
Okay. Here we go.
Does she get a bonus die because she's using something so out
I'll
there?
give her that.
Cool.
See if I need it.
Hell yeah!
I don't need it.
You found the name of the parent of the birth planet. Like, oh my god.
Right? I know its exact coordinates. I know what we need to do to get there. No, and by the way, this is something that you would know about Clarity, Nikki. There's a bit of an aliens thing
There's an obsession
going on.
there.
A little bit.
Ain't anything new.
Oh wow. You're like, whoa, this is amazing. All right, so your eyes widen at the information that you gather, but it's a lot, so it's going to take you a while to kind of go through it all. Meanwhile,
Okay.
over, Dominic has finally arrived at Scranton, Pennsylvania. There's the office complex that you found him at. We'll say that's your car because it's cool. All right. You are in. You were actually. His office is located on the 2nd floor. So building, you'll see that building 110. So there's 16, 110. So the way it is there's actually a little slight indentation. So actually, this building. This window, this is actually the roof of the top floor has a slight indentation here, so there's like an unobstructed view from this office, but this roof here represents the first floor, the roof of the first floor building. Okay. You are. Right. Okay. Let me just get you guys there. All right, you guys arrive. Riley unlocks it. Oh, this is the main hallway. You guys are kind of over in here. Oh, thank God. Near Riley's office. Like I said, this is kind of this is kind of where he's been sleeping. And he's got a bunch of other, everything.
Backup lab coats and his mango supplements or whatever.
Yeah, he's got all his crap in there.
Yeah.
He's got like a tape gun, and his shipping labels and all this stuff. He's got a little printer. He's got all these little. He's got a room full of like empty cans and a big thing of like yellow powder, food coloring, all this kind of stuff. Like all this crap.
Makes sense.
Oh man, what are we gonna do?
I don't know, man, but I might have a plan, I might not have a plan. I don't know if it's a good plan. I was never the one to come up with the plans. That wasn't my thing.
Your phone starts to ring, Riley, and it is ID says it's from a guy named from Tyler M. Frumpets.
Oh, well.
Who has stepped out momentarily.
Oh, of course you did. Where?
Bring me some brownies when you step back in.
I hear him in the kitchen chopping
Yeah.
something, and I don't know what's happening.
It
I'm
It
gonna
better be
scream.
brownies.
Well, when it comes back, we'll go back to him. All right. Meanwhile, at the farm, the van pulls up. You have out steps. Oops, come on, where's my library? All right. An older gentleman steps out of the passenger side and walks up to the porch. Ah, there's Mr. Shumway now. And then he just lets himself in. Oh, good morning, Edgar. How are you doing today? Oh, very good, Mr. Shumway. What brings you here? Oh, well, I got a phone call that said there was somebody asking questions around the property. And then right behind him come another guy with like a he's got like a it's thick like a Carhartt jacket. And he follows in right behind. You can make a spot hidden roll there, Guillaume. We'll go with the first one. You do notice there's like a slight when you go, like Dalton kind of walks over to the other guys. Hey, how you guys doing? And you do notice there's like a something protruding like out of the back of his belt, like he might have a holster, something in a holster. And then another lady, a lady appears. And she has a very serious look on her face. In fact, she looks very intently at you. Sort of walks over to the kitchen. She might get some coffee. So, what brings you to my farm, Mr. He kind of talking to, looks at Guillaume. Wherever he is. What's Guillaume do? Is he there? Can anyone hear me? Am I still alive?
God was taken by the
Oh no.
the
Yeah.
forces of the other dimensions again.
Oh no.
All right, Dave, are you back? All right.
I'm here.
Can you guys
Okay.
hear me now?
Oh,
Yes.
yeah. Now I hear you.
Okay, so you want to switch over back to?
Yeah.
Okay, you come back to me.
Yep.
Or are you gonna stay with me?
No, I'm gonna. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, okay. So, having lived here all my life, do I recognize? I assume I recognize Schumer. Do I recognize any of the other people?
You can make yeah. Go ahead and make a idea roll,
An idea?
which intelligence. Sorry, the old The old way, the old system was because when everything was 3 to 18, you multiply it by your intelligence times 5 is your idea, your education times 5 was knowledge. So it's just me. It's just me talking in an old edition.
Okay.
That's what that is.
Okay, well, I failed.
Yeah. It's all right. Yeah, you've never seen these guys before, but show them what you've seen around town. You probably heard of them. You remember because about 20 years ago he made a bit. You remember how he bought the old Anders, the old farm and turned it into an RV park, and that was a big deal because they had to, there's some people who are kind of mad because he plowed down all the fields, and he put in concrete pads and had water and power hookups for RVs, and then it even has a few cabins. You remember, it's a big. People were excited. Some people were mad that he was destroying the farm, but other people were excited because he was like bringing a lot of like work to for the economy with its construction, and it's also because in the summer, of course, it's a big. They hire people for the summer season for the most part. Well, they just have
So I'm going to reach out my hand to Mr. Schumer and say, I recognize you, Mr. Schumer, but I'm not sure we've met. I'm Guy Dumais.
Dumais, huh?
Yeah.
So you're one of those Huguenots, are you?
Yes, I am. Since the founding of the village, my family has been over there.
Wonderful, wonderful.
So I don't recognize your friends. Can I get introductions?
Yes, this is Steph and Dalton. They're my they help me out with the business side of things. Dalton helps with maintenance, helps the crew of the commune here. Helps the family out. We consider ourselves a big family. This is Steph. She's my right-hand woman. She's very protective, let's just say that. So you haven't explained to me, sir, what business do you have here on the farm anyways?
Well, probably the biggest piece is the fact that I found a chunk of leg with a green tracksuit cuff attached to it, and I'm trying to find out who it belongs to. Or if somebody is lying out there bleeding to death or dead, and the tracksuit matches what the other members of the family are wearing over here, so I'm just trying to find out what's going on there.
Oh, you found Terrence's leg. That's fantastic. I'm sure Terrence, one of our fellow members of the family. We there was a horrible accident. We were trying to clear out some woods on the edge of the RV park, and you see, we own I own several properties, not just this one, but the adjacent property between here, the woods between here and the RV park, and then I even own the old orchard across the hall, all across the way as well.
That's where I found the leg, right?
Yeah, you found it.
Crossing the road from the orchard.
Well, you found it was near it was like on the road. Yeah, near the road, but not across where the orchard was, but on the opposite side of the road from the orchard.
Okay, so not on his property.
Yeah, at least not on the orchard property, but yeah, yeah. There was a horrible accident. We were trying to clear out some. We're using some bulldozers to clear out some woods, and then unfortunately he slipped and he lost his leg. Luckily, we took him to the hospital.
Where did
he's in the woods here. I'm sorry.
On your property.
Let me go to the farm up here. Okay. So you found it. You found it like I believe you found it there.
I thought it was up. I thought I'd gone kind of north from Harvey's Diary and Dairy,
Yeah.
and I'd found it on that crossroad just below
Oh,
Alasky
you're right.
Farm.
Yeah, that's right. So kind of in there. Yeah, that's like you say. It's just yeah. He goes. I own actually all of this, although I preserved most of it. Yeah, the woods southwest. So this area, this farm, and I bought this area as well. 20 years ago, I used to work in Ohio as I had a factory making plastic containers for packages. Like if you bought uh, electronics and the styrofoam packaging and the plastic packaging. That was what I made, and we made good money doing it. But it's the point where you make enough money, you just decide it doesn't buy happiness. So when my
I
son had
understand that.
disappeared, for several years, and so about 20 years ago, I was had a detective find him, tracked him. He belong here with these guys. So I went to see, but when I came here, I realized that he was happy, and then being around this, they made me happy. So I decided to do something good with my life, and
It's always good to do something good with your life. So, the area, does it look like that path could have been made by a bulldozer? The damage?
Are you gonna answer the FaceTime? Oh, it's FaceTiming me. Here, I'll decline it. Sorry, it was Sarah. Sorry, my my FaceTime is going off on my because it's linked to my computer, and I couldn't hear anything. This is ringing in my ear. Okay, sorry. So what was that again, Terry?
That damage that I had noted where I found the leg, did that look like it could have been done by a bulldozer?
I mean, it seems like it would be more crushed. So it's
probably
I mean, it's conceivable. Probably not, unless somehow it ran. I mean, you'd have to run it over in such a way that the leg was sticking out from under it instead of. But then it would have killed the guy. So So he said, "Yeah, I found this place. The leader of Vodka, he's a very wise man, and he helped me see what was really important in life. And he's the founder of our commune. We're called the Kali Bakri. You could make a anthropology roll.
Anthropology. Do I have more than a 0 in that?
I have a 1 in there.
Oh, where's the type? Yeah. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I have a 1.
Okay. So, oh, nope. All right. It's unusual. You're not really sure the significance of that word or where it came from.
How do you spell that? Kali, Kali?
Kali. Kali. Sorry. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong notes. Kali Bakri. Bakri. Anyways, he says, so anyway, my son, he had found true happiness, and we realized that was the important thing. So I gave up my materialistic ways and came here and spent my money here to help buy property and establish a business here. we all work together and we share in the rewards of the RV park, which allows us to spend the off season together. You know, getting into our spiritual ways. My religion is
Interesting.
very important to me. Meanwhile, you get a phone call from Tyler M. Frumpets. Dominic.
I do?
No, Dominic does. Sorry.
Oh, okay. That makes more sense.
Wait, I decided to call you instead. Hello. I have brownies.
I will kind of like walk out of the room, you know, tell Riley just, you know, hold on a second, man, and then I'll pick up the phone.
Dom, my man, tell me you got some good news for me.
Yeah. I got good news. I got it.
Oh, wonderful. When can we make the exchange?
Tonight works.
Great. I'm just heading into town. I think I'm about 30 minutes out.
Wonderful.
Where are we going to do this?
You remember the original plan in front of the FBI lady's house?
Right.
Yeah.
My head like totally back in Jersey. It was wild, man.
Let's stick to that one.
All right. That's great. I will see you in 30, my man.
Yeah. Yeah. 30.
All right.
Oh my god.
Ladies and gentlemen,
You-
I married that man.
Hey, Dominic, so you're gonna go talk to Riley about what your plan is, or
Yeah, I'd go back to Riley and be like, all right, I gotta go.
Yep.
I gotta
as
drop.
you
I'd be like, yeah, I gotta go. I gotta drop this off.
as you leave the office, the store starts to rattle, and because I'm assuming Riley locked it, like someone's trying to get in. And then as you can kind of see there's the light under the doorway. You can tell there's at least one figure standing there.
I would is that the doorway out?
Well, there's two doorways. There is the back hallway here. So you could go that way.
Yeah, I'd probably alert Riley like hot quick, like just peek my head and be like, hey, I think you have a visitor. I'm gonna go.
I don't know. You may not want to do that right now, buddy. If it's who I think it is, they may not be too friendly with you, but shit. Okay. He starts to look panicked. Starts just grabbing his stuff. Hey, you know what? Why don't I go with you? You know? Hey.
Yeah. Let's road trip. Let's go back. Let's leave together.
Make a listen roll.
Okay, listen. Success.
So you start to hear. No, you know, there's the rattling the door trying to open, but you hear this telltale sound of something being inserted into the door's locks.
I grab Riley and I start like speed walking, like, hey, okay, we go now. We leave now. We go now.
All right.
To like the back door or something, or like the side door.
Yeah, this is the back door right here.
Okay, yeah, I grab Riley and I'm like, listen, no time for your mango supplements. We're going.
All right. Go ahead and make a roll spot hidden.
Roll spot hidden. It's to see if he grabs his mango supplements. Spot hidden. That is a 13 extreme success.
Yeah, this back door, you also notice there's some shadows underneath the doorway. Maybe someone is standing there in the doorway as well.
Oh boy, I immediately like turn around. I'm like, I look at Riley. I'm like, please tell me you have like another exit or a window. I'll take a window at this point.
Well, we got this window and we got that window. You remember you're on the second floor, but this one will get to the first floor.
And I'll like walk into the room and like open the window.
All right. That room. What are you doing?
I am leaving.
As you are opening the window, you start to hear really loud banging coming from this door.
Yeah,
I know you were in there, you little shit. It's time to pay up, you bastard.
Riley, we need to leave.
Riley goes.
We need to leave.
Riley's like, shit. Yeah, no shit. We got to get out of here. These guys don't mess around. Meanwhile, over at the farm, or no, actually back at the Shadow Glen, you have been finding all this research, and what you found, Clarity, is that you have those symbols, like I said, part of a cult. Well, not a cult, but there's several. There have been cults that have appeared in the. Well, actually, one cult in particular that worshipped a similar object, but more of a squat bull. There was a cult that apparently operated. From the research that you've seen, that operated back in the 30s. And in fact, it operated in New Baltz.
Ooh.
A small
Cool.
farm.
Cool.
Not only that, though.
A small farm, you say?
Yeah.
Do I get the
and that wasn't
sense
important
that... Sorry, go ahead.
The file seems inconclusive other than to say that maybe they feel like the investigation led them to think there was some sort of vigilante activity that burnt the barn down.
Mm-hmm.
Subjects report seeing recovered from the scene was a small black bull that was very similar in the style of the bull that you that's depicted in the picture. You also find there was also apparently a large black goat horn that was also recovered. And then your research, since you rolled extreme success, you realize as you're looking through, trying to research the goat horn, you realize that it appears to be missing. You notice there is some inventory reports listed in at the Albany office up until about 30 years ago. It disappeared. It was that's the last time you would see it in the inventory log of evidence.
Okay, so
and-
since then
and-
it's gone?
Yeah.
Okay.
The horns disappeared, but then as far as the bull interviews with certain occult practitioners determined it to be something called some people call it the infinity well, some people call it infinity bowl. You've seen it referred to as the infinity bell. Not the infinity gauntlet, though.
So
Most
question,
common yes.
do I get the sense that in the various cultures where this shows up, are they worshiping the object itself or something that it can do?
The very few the cult task force that they have for the FBI, it seems like it's inconclusive because the cultists that either they weren't very deep into the cult at that point, the ones who were really had that knowledge either died by their own hand or were killed by during this process of being arrested. However, you've looked at several interviews. This takes like hours on end, so now it's like almost dark.
Yeah.
But you see, also it says that they describe it as it is the way and the key. That seems to be the common phrase among every.
We need a key master.
The way and the key.
Who is the gatekeeper?
It's the key man.
Oh, Mizul.
Damn it, Stool. Stool.
Thank you all for coming along with me on that. One other question. When we're kind of doing a little survey of these various cultures and whatever, am I seeing any of these images around the bowl repeating?
Mainly the bubbles. Like I said, sometimes
Okay.
they're spheres. Sometimes some people call them some people think it's some interpret it as you found a cult, a snake cult, snake handler cult in Oklahoma there were angels coming out of the bowl, so they thought it was a gateway to heaven. Some people have depicted it with a stem on the bottom, and so it looks more like a chalice.
Okay, yeah.
Also, it's interesting is that you have seen the motif of besides the person holding an organ, which seems to indicate sacrificial significance. You see you saw some other pictures. You're looking at the so-called Oreo cookie. You realize the raisin cookie is actually that those raisins, as you say, are actually appear to be eyes, because you start to see illustrations resulting of small, like the pictures are depicting almost like a big, like a insect, a tick-like insect, with little black spots, but they appear to be like black eyes.
Does that remind me of insects I have seen and loved?
Yes.
Okay.
One particular one of the things you researched, you found some illegal art some imported art that was depicting a sculpture that depicted a fat insect of a tick with those little eyes all over its thorax.
Okay.
From England, that was confiscated.
I assume that Nikki's like looking over my shoulder, and I'm like sort of spewing information as I'm finding it. But when I find that tick, I'm like, look, the bugs that I told you about.
The bugs?
Not unlike that.
Meanwhile, Guillaume, is back at the farm, and Mr. Shumway is somewhat getting impatient. Says, "Look, sir, Are you an officer of the law?" What exactly are you, sir? Dalton County. Mr. Shumway asked you a question.
I see that he's muted on Discord. Maybe the intergalactic aliens from beyond didn't actually take him this time.
How about now?
Oh, sorry. Hello.
So when Dalton comes up, does he like come up and get right in my face?
No, he just kind of stands like kind of behind you.
Behind me? No, he's not going to stand behind me. I will move to prevent that.
Okay. Edgar's like, hey, let's just all take it easy here.
No, I'm just
Look,
going to
man.
move to anything.
Mr. Shumway goes, hey, Dalton, it's all right, Dalton. I'm sure we can accommodate you. Look, what exactly are you here for?
Well,
looking for missing legs, or what? I don't understand.
It's kind
You're
of
not a cop,
disturbing to
that's
find
for sure.
kind of disturbing to find a leg that wasn't on your land, or was it? Was it on his land?
It's kind of on the edge, yeah. It wasn't where he said they had the accident.
Right.
But however, he goes, look, I probably got dragged away by a wolf or something and dropped. They're a
That's certainly
coyote or
possible.
some kind of creature.
Well, I
Look,
think
you can go to the.
I think what
He's
I'm
at the
going to do
hospital
here
in
is
Kingston.
no, and I don't know that I need to do that. You guys have assured me that the person involved is known, and I'm glad that he's not dead. That's really what I came to find out is I'm investigating. It's disturbing to find a leg that really looks like it's been ripped off of a body. You know what I mean?
Psychology roll.
College. And
Oh, wow.
success.
Nice.
Wow.
Nice.
Don't forget your dot.
I
All
could
right.
go for that.
You kind of see Steph and Dalton kind of like they exchange like knowing glances to each other.
Dalton and Schumer.
And the Steph. Yeah.
Yeah.
Shumway's like, well, I can assure you, sir, everything's just fine now.
Well, yeah,
You don't have a warrant. I don't mean to
What?
be rude, sir, but you don't have a warrant, and
Well,
of course,
I'm
Edgar, of course, is the
really-
legal owner of this property. But as far as my farm, could you not please come unless you call ahead? And he gives you a card. You can free to look anytime. Just call ahead. That's all.
Well, I appreciate that. I think that wasn't intentional. I think that I've got most of my questions here about the leg answered. So I'm gonna leave you guys to it. I'm gonna take the leg and turn it over to the police. And
Okay.
I don't know why you guys would want it back, but if you want it back, that's where it'll be.
Well, Jimmy would probably like to bury it at some point, but
Jimmy or Terrence?
do what you will. Jimmy, the guy that lost the leg.
Okay, so
Jimmy
I
was
thought
the
that
poor
was
soul that
Terrence.
lost. Oh, Terrence. I'm
told
sorry.
Terrence.
You're right. It's Terrence.
So who's
I
Jimmy?
forgot.
Calm down. That was a DM mistake.
Yeah. You didn't catch me. What are you talking about? I remember
Alright,
every
so
single detail. The absolute. Just kidding. Yeah.
alright,
Yeah,
so I
Terry.
screwed
Sorry.
up. I screwed up and wrote down Jimmy was missing based on what
Oh, I'm
Edgar was
sorry.
telling me.
No, I'm sorry.
So
Jimmy was his son. Jimmy is Shumway's son. That
some ways,
Mr. Schumer's son. Shumway is his real name. Yeah, that was his son that he came to find, and he decided to join them instead. He was
okay.
enamored with a life of. Well, good day, sir. Edgar's like, go ahead. Walks you out. Oh, okay. Look, they're really good people. They're really nice. They're vegetarians. They wouldn't harm a fly. I've seen them. Really good with kids, or
So
Hey,
it's
by
just
the
me and
way,
Edgar now?
yeah. Who the heck hired you up here, anyways?
Who what?
Why would someone
What?
send a Why would someone send a private detective out here, anyways?
Have I said that I'm a private detective?
Well, no, you didn't. No, well, no, I thought you did. I thought you said.
No,
Well,
very
okay, fine.
intentionally not
You
said
may
it.
you may not have. I may have just assumed you did. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Well,
I have
Mr.
very
Gilm, why?
intentionally not said that.
Yeah, you didn't. You're right. GM mistake. All right. Never mind. So why the heck are you out here? I mean, first
It's
off,
just me
it's
and Edgar now, right?
yeah.
All right, I'll tell him. Edgar, I'm actually, I am, as I said inside, I am an ex-police officer, and I now work as a part-time private investigator. And someone came to me with concerns about the financial transactions out here, and I'm kind of looking into them. That's why I was asking you the stuff earlier. But the leg is also a big piece of it. It is disturbing to find a leg. But you know, I don't think I have any more questions right now.
Just just be careful though. You know, a lot of those woods aren't exactly friendly. Sometimes there's
Hmm,
people have been
what's
lost
wrong
out
with
in
the
those
woods?
woods before.
What's
Oh, yeah,
what's
people just
wrong
get
with the
lost
woods?
sometimes. But just that sometimes you hear weird noises, howls. You know, there's lots of stuff out there. Just it's really cold. I just hate for you to just be real careful when you're out there. That's all. Say this
That's
this
not a
is
problem.
this isn't your nice little. This is not your nice little cobblestone village. That's all I'm saying. Um,
Okay,
he doesn't mean to threaten you.
there's
He's just
nothing real specific.
yeah.
Just noises and things like that.
Oh yeah.
Not somebody getting their leg pulled
Sometimes
out.
yeah. Well, it's none of my business. So I'll say that. He
All
kind of
right. Well,
clams up a
Edgar, it was
little
a
bit.
real pleasure talking to you. Um, I think I'm going to go
Mm.
ahead and return to town.
All right. You gonna stop anywhere specific, or you just gonna go return town, or did you want to go try working at
So
records?
I'm gonna stop by um, um, Nikki's house and
Oh,
see if
perfect.
Clarity is there.
Awesome. Okay. Perfect. I like that idea. Anyways, meanwhile, let's go back to Nikki's house. What are you gonna do with all this information you have now?
Well, I'm gonna
Oh,
I'm
oh
gonna
wait.
pull out the
Yeah.
leg.
Oh, okay. Well,
I'm
hold
gonna
on. You're not
pull
there
out the
yet.
leg.
I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm not there yet. Okay.
Yeah, it's all right. Nikki and Clarity. Actually, no. You know what? Yeah, you show up there. Um, so it's about 6 o'clock at night by the time because of it just is. I will just say that.
Okay.
It's not exactly. It's a little closer to 5.
Because you said so.
Because I said so. That's right. DM fiat. You went through a time warp.
Wait.
No, I was kidding. It's fine. Yeah, you were there. Um, you're poring over that awesome parchment. See here. Where is? I'm sorry. I am looking at the wrong. I'm trying to find you. I'm trying to find you, Guillaume.
Am I not on this page?
Yeah. All right. So you are there. He comes in with a disembodied leg, wrapped in a sweatsuit.
So what?
Hey, Clarity, I found a body part for you.
Why are you bringing more bloody stuff into my house?
Hey, I got it wrapped up. I'm not dripping blood anywhere.
You brought it. It's bloody.
It's pretty frozen.
I figured it might interest you.
I instantly look at Clarity, and the phrase that I told her earlier of "don't get any blood on that," it's written all over my face.
And you know it's useless. I'm like,
well,
yeah.
Okay, why would I be interested in this? I mean, I am interested in the fact that you're carrying around a leg. I assume you have a reason to bring it to us as opposed to, taking it down to the police station?
I'm on my way, but I just wanted to run it past Clarity real quick. If she could take a look at the point of dismemberment. I was told it was torn off in a bulldozer accident, but for some reason the leg was not taken with the victim when they took him to the hospital, apparently. And I'm just
That's
that doesn't
weird.
sound right. Exactly. So I want to know: does this leg look like it could have been ripped off by a bulldozer, or can you identify some other factors that might indicate something else?
Well, that is my job.
No.
So I look over at Nikki and I say, so
Deck.
hey.
So while they're working on that, I want to use the FBI database that I had pulled up.
Mm-hmm.
And while she was looking at the alien side of things, I want to try to see if I can find any records of like maybe undercover groups that were involved in things like this. And
idea.
specifically look for something that's close or around this area. So any history from within this area.
And as we head out, I'm going to say, by the way, that commune out there where this lake came from is called Kali Bakri. Just in case you wanted to know. And I got some other good information for you guys too.
Ooh.
But I want the lake first.
Okay.
And I'll follow you.
So yeah.
Please
so
take
can
it
I go
out
ahead
to the
and
deck.
Do you want in the deck or like in your garage on the concrete instead?
If concrete will clean easier if we drop any blood. I don't know how much blood is coming out of this leg. It's been dismembered for a while.
Do you have any intention on cutting it any further?
And I just look at you.
I point to the deck because I don't want her to get blood on my car.
Okay. Out to the deck.
Can
I please make a forensics roll to check out this leg?
You can.
Huzzah.
You can.
Oh,
hell yeah.
Yeah, you look at the bones are the tip, or the edge. You see bone fragments, so it indicate this was crushed, ripped off due to excessive constriction. Basically, it was squeezed so hard his leg just that section of his leg just popped right off.
So, I mean, you could probably make some kind of case that being run over or trapped would do that, or does it look like a different kind of squeezing? You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, that's the thing. It's just in that. It's only at that point where it came off. Whereas the bulldozer, it would be the there'd be the whole lake would probably be squished.
Okay,
Crushed,
I see
right?
what you mean.
Because-
Yeah, right.
yeah.
So yeah, this was not at least that kind of machinery.
Yep.
I'm gonna keep poking at it and taking pictures and doing my thing and getting samples, you know, the whole clarity deal.
Since you did get a hard success, you also notice buried within the sections of flesh there where it was crushed, you do see little small bits of black, almost looks like dark black skin, but its consistency, it's very hard to tell unless you look under, get a microscope or something. But the way it feels almost more like a barkish texture.
Hmm. Okay.
Meanwhile, the office
And I
building.
just want to make sure
Oh,
that whatever I take, I'm trying very hard not to leave any evidence that somebody else has looked at this. So like when Guillaume takes
yeah,
it to the police, it doesn't look like, you know, somebody else has already been doing forensic stuff on it.
good to me.
'Kay.
So, as Dominic is trying to open the window, this this door, um, the door here, you hear it smash open, and this big hulking guy comes out. And he's like, Riley, where are you, you jackass? And then he kind of he's gonna make us. Oh boy, yeah. Ah! He sees you. He's standing in the doorway. He's in here, Ma. And then you hear the door go. You think you can get? You think you're gonna get away with this? Not paying me what you owe? Meanwhile, that's you hear that voice coming. Okay, so we should probably do like sort of initiative, or what's your dexterity, Dom?
Dexterity is 60.
Here, I'll do initiative tracker. 60. Oops. All right. Oh, you know what? All right. What did I say? Add turn. Oh, that's weird. Why did it not? Okay, well, whatever. I'll just put it in there. And then his is. Come on, Riley. Yep, dude. His is also 60. That's convenient. And then Big Dino. Shit, Dino, hey, buddy, hey, come on now. Where'd that her picture? All right. Mysterious stranger here. Hold on. So, okay. I'm gonna have you go first, Dom. The window is You're in the middle of break. It's luckily it's you can. It's fairly new, so you can open it if you want.
Yes, I'd open it and then look back at Riley and be like, Riley, we're leaving now, and I'd go to start, leaving out the window.
Right. You have to either. Well, there's a choice here. You are on the second story.
Mm-hmm.
You could jump down to the roof of the first story and do a jump roll, or you could start climbing. The advantage with jumping is you're at the first floor on one turn. The other way, it's going to take you about, at least if you the more you climb, if you decide to jump later as you're climbing, you'll take less damage. I'll tell you that.
I'll climb to start it off.
All right.
I'll try and do some climbing.
All right. Go ahead.
Rolling a climb. Oh.
Uh-oh.
I think I may be falling anyways.
Well, you can push. You slip and you catch yourself on the window's edge, but you could try to push it, which is just a re-roll. If you fail again, it means you will fall. So.
Do it.
Or you can just try again next turn.
I think
you're kind of halfway out the window.
Do it.
I think I do want to push it. I think I'm gonna go again.
Yes.
So why not?
Yes.
Why not? Why not? What's the worst that can happen?
New character.
Get it.
Static X.
Oh.
You push it. Oh, goodness.
I mean,
unless you want to spend a lot of luck on this.
And not die.
Although
let's
rule
see.
is written though. Well, rule is written. You can't actually spend luck on it. But you can. I'll let you if you want. You won't take. I mean, you won't take that much damage.
Let's see. How much luck do I need to
Probably
spend?
will still be able to breathe on your own.
I'll make. You can try to make a jump roll for half damage since you are kind of just falling straight down too.
Okay, I'll do a jump. Why not? You know.
Do it.
Oh boy, here we go. No. I think I'm just falling, guys.
I mean,
You
could
just
use
used up all
luck.
your. You
That's
just
a
used.
lot of
You
luck.
could just.
I don't have that much luck.
Oh boy.
The climb
All
failure
right,
is
well.
25 luck.
We don't get luck back, right?
Well, hold on. No, not in this game. Pulp Cthulhu, you get it back all the time. All right, this is Joshua. Okay, I'm gonna let you see here. I'm gonna roll. 2d6 for damage.
2d6. Oh boy.
Here we go.
No.
Oh, you were rolling it, or was I rolling it?
Yeah, I roll. Oh, no, I rolled it. Sorry,
My bad.
that was 1d6. Sorry, I'll roll another one now.
Roll
Oh,
2.
no, it did.
Oh, that
That's
would be
weird.
funny.
It did roll 2. Never mind. It did 6 plus 2. That's weird.
Well, that
Never
was
mind.
me
I'll use that
rolling.
first one. Oh, well, we'll use yours then. I like yours.
Okay.
Okay, 8. How many hit points do you have, Dominic?
Oh, I currently have 2 left.
You're still
Well, how many
alive.
did you start out with?
Jeez.
I started out with
Oh, so-
10.
So you are. Oops. Weird. Why did? Oh, I see. I forgot.
The stairs
All right, hold
landed on you.
You landed. You went through the roof. All right. Lair. Because I got it on the wrong map. What? Ugh. Okay. So you have to make a Constitution roll.
Okay. Constitution roll. Success.
Clutch.
Excellent. You fall. You avoided taking a major wound amazingly. So it's more like you just kind of bashed up and hit the side of the building on the way down.
Oh.
Went through like one of those cloth overhangs, and you're on the roof. Now you're on the top of the first floor though. Now you just have to climb down one more floor. You're still awake, amazingly enough. And you didn't take a major wound. You are so lucky. All right. but you feel like everything hurts right now.
Yeah. Ow. Riley, don't do what I did.
Oh shit!
Let me move
Hey
first.
guys. Hey, you can't. You hear Riley talking, and it sounds like he's talking even faster than usual, trying to. And then you hear, you making a listen roll.
Sure.
Hear your friend dying.
Yeah.
That is what that conversation is.
59. Success.
All right. You hear the sound of something like a buzzing noise, and hear something fall over, and then and then you hear a woman's voice go, "Jesus, Dino, don't barbecue him." Oh, I'm sorry, Ma. I tried my best. I don't think I killed him. No, not yet. And then she, well, hurry up. Let's get him put in the car. And then that's some more minutes of silence, and you're just kind of left there. After a few seconds, you hear the door slam, and then you're just like left all alone.
I'm
in
laying
pain.
there in pain, thinking to myself, I could have just said I wasn't with him. Why did I do this? It sounds like they would have just let me go. I had nothing to do with the mangoes.
Right. You so some time goes by. It's like you could try doing first aid on yourself, give you some more hit points, or you could, before you attempt to climb back down.
Yes.
Actually, since you're not being chased by a maniac, you are able to do it you can take your time.
Okay, if I can take my time and I'm not about to be zapped, and if that doesn't require a roll.
Well, in fact, you do see there is actually a window, and luckily it's an empty office, and you're able to.
I just
prop
crawl
it
my
up.
way in. And then, like,
It's like-
I
As you're doing that, you look over and you see there's like a custodian with a janitor with headphones on, and he's vacuuming, dancing at the same time, and he doesn't hear you at all.
Good. I open the window, I like slug my way through, just dragging my broken body, and I just begin limping to like the front door, like, oh my god, just get me to my car.
You get to your car and you take the long, very slow drive, painful drive back to the New Paltz.
This is why I never made the plans.
A few hours later.
Guy. Oh my god.
So a few hours later, you're finally at the. Do you go to your house first, or you want to go to like meet Frumpets?
I stop at like a 7-Eleven and get like some
Aspirin.
bandages and like aspirin and like a bag of Doritos. like a cold Pepsi to put on my back.
Life-giving
You could give yourself
Pepsi.
You could you give yourself a first aid roll.
Pepsi roll, please.
At advantage for the Pepsi.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh. No,
Oh,
Pepsi.
No,
no.
you're
You
just,
grabbed a Coke.
you're just gonna have to
Sorry.
slip it off.
Yeah, I grabbed a Coke instead of a Pepsi.
Not sponsored.
Shit, This is diet. What the hell? I can't. All right. So you make your way back to the Glass Onion Hotel, or where would you want to go?
I'm going to the meetup point in front
All
of
right.
Nikki's house that we scheduled.
All right. Meanwhile, over at Nikki's house. All right, you're at Nikki's house. All right, so basically everyone is, unless Kyon was going to go somewhere else, hanging out at Nikki's house. You also might try Clarity. You might get some better. Well, you could look at the tissue better if you let it defrost in the sink for a while.
If I
or in the
microwaved it?
bathtub. Not microwaved it. You gotta let it thaw naturally. You'll put it in Nicole's kitchen sink. That's all.
You wrap it in a bag, watertight.
Yeah. Hey, Nikki,
What?
I'm gonna let this sample defrost in your sink.
The bleach is under the counter. I expect you to clean it when you're done.
Of course I will.
I expect you to clean it.
I know how to remove evidence. It's fine.
I know you do, and that bothers me.
I mean, I would, given what I do.
That still doesn't make it any better.
What, it bothers you that I can think of 18 ways to dispose of a body without being caught?
Yes! Yes, that bothers
I mean,
Right there.
I'm not the only one.
That still bothers me.
That's what we talk about over lunch, at conventions.
My God. You
I
guys,
am, by the way,
you guys are the
bent
reason my job
over
is hard.
laughing.
All right, so you guys are all sitting around, and where is it? What's left of Dominic Masters?
All I had to do was tell them, yeah, I'm not with him.
Hey guys,
I'm
are we
driving
stopped?
to the meetup point to drop off the pamphlet in front of the house.
Crying.
Like, yeah,
till you get
just
there.
just in pain, like, oh, ow, ow, ow.
I'm such a
Do
horrible
we
person.
see him?
We can hear you
Guys.
coming down the street. Ow. Even though you're in your car, we can still hear you.
I'm playing like AC/DC to blare out the ows.
And yet we can still hear you.
You guys would make the exchange out front.
I'd probably stay in my car. It hurts to walk. It hurts to
Just
do
gets your
anything.
head down on the steering wheel.
Tyler in front shows up, is like, "What are you? You see Dominic kind of leaning up, slumped against the side of his car."
No, Dominic's laying down across both front seats.
He's got little bits of roof tar on his face. You got the money, Tyler, there? So you're there.
Do I recognize the car?
Yeah, you know that's his car.
All right. So I'm gonna go up there and tap on the window.
All right. You what do you do, Tyler?
Tap
Or
again.
Dominic. Dominic, you kind of wake up to strange Tyler and Fruppets standing over you.
Yeah, one second. Ow. 1 second. Roll down the window.
Hey, man.
Yeah, I've been better.
Oh, here I'll put. Oh, that's why it's all right. There you go. Put you over there.
Oh, let's see. Can I attempt some first aid on him before we do this deal?
Yeah.
Push on his injury.
Hand him a band-aid.
Push on it.
Wow.
Push on his injury, please.
That always
Yeah.
helps, yeah.
Oh, look, success. Very good. All right. I am. You can use roll a d3.
Me or him?
Rolling a d3 or
Yeah, Fardo's better roll it.
okay. I don't know how to do that.
It's like r/, right?
Slash R space D3.
Slash.
Okay.
Or just yeah. There you go. Whoa! Nice.
Nice.
Up to 5 hit points.
Yeah.
5. You're half. You're only half. Look, you're halfway alive. That's amazing.
Oh, thank you for that. I feel better already.
There you go, my dude. I'm assuming that you've got the parchment with you.
Yeah. And I kind of like reach into my back seat and grab like a duffel bag.
All
Pull
right.
it out.
Mind if I
you go.
check out the goods before I hand over the cash?
I'm in too much pain to argue with that.
Right, all right. Just how I like my deals.
In pain.
Well, you know, for them and not for me.
Don't worry, these injuries were after it was done.
I wasn't concerned.
I figured.
Yeah, that sounds like you in real life too.
All right, so I'm gonna take a look at the goods and make sure everything
All right.
is.
You see the pamphlet has now been, as I said, it's between the two large
So everything is still
the
intact.
two
then.
panes of glass. Oh yeah, it's all intact. It's in good condition. Luckily, he didn't fall out of a window doing that heist. Just it was
And it looks like the thing that I want.
Yep. Now you need to go through the process of taking it apart and without destroying the parchment, and then
I mean, I'll worry
extracting
about
the information.
that. Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, I'll worry about that later. I'm all good
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
I'm gonna
You're
toss
good.
in the 4 large and walk away.
There you go.
Wheat.
Yeah. We're gonna add that for 4 large.
Pleasure doing business
1,000.
with you, Dom. We
Yeah.
will talk again.
I told you I was good at what I do, just apparently not when windows are involved.
All right, I will keep that in mind.
I have a question for Pi.
Yeah.
Yes.
My friend, how long do you sit outside there?
Oh, believe it or not, after the deal is done and he walks away, I'd actually be walking to your door to knock on it.
Really? Okay.
Yes, I'm not even joking. Not even joking.
Yeah, my alarm would go off before you got too far up my porch.
Yeah, I'd be walking to the door and then begin knocking on it.
As an
So
afterthought,
there, you thought it was.
sorry, as an afterthought, I'm gonna ask Dom if he has come across any body parts in his work lately.
No body parts recently. A lot of pain and windows, though.
And window
Well-
panes.
If you do come across any dismembered body parts, give me a heads up, all right?
Yeah, I got you.
Finger guns. All right.
Please tell me that you say finger guns when you do
You
the
don't
finger
do finger guns, you just say finger guns.
guns. That's
Magic.
good too.
He says finger guns, but he does jazz hands.
Jazz fingers. Jazz fingers.
All right, and that's me.
Salad
I'm
fingers.
out.
All right, you're gonna
And
go
after
off.
that,
and figure out. Yeah, at first you thought it was another zombie, then you realize it's just Dominic.
yeah, and then I walk up. After all that, I'm just knocking on the door.
What?
Um,
Why is?
go ahead.
Why is? While they're like dealing with the foot, I will go to my door, and I will open it up, and just stare at Dominic. I'm not having another house party. What do you want?
God. I'd like to report a murder, a kidnapping, and a possible murder. Ow.
You do realize I'm not a police officer, but you're lucky because I have a police officer and a physician inside my house at this time. You look like you need both.
I trust you more than the locals. Ow.
That may not be. What am I getting myself into? Come here, you idiot! And I'll take him by his arm and like guide him into the house. And as I get him inside, I'll just yell, Clarity, while you're waiting for that to defrost, looks like we need some medical assistance.
If it's dead, I can't help you.
It's alive, but it's busted.
Oh.
Oh, God. I think I broke a rib.
I'll
So
sit.
I come out.
I'll sit
and
down
go.
on the couch.
Oh, you look like shit.
Yeah, that's what happens when you fall out a window.
You fell out a window. Nice.
Why?
Nice.
Why did you fall out a window, kid?
Oh, you know, things.
You
You
know,
been up to no good again, Dominic?
I mean, for once, I wasn't involved in this one. Ow.
You.
The first aid doesn't help right away because he's already had his initial first aid. But
Yeah, I figured I
What
was
happened-
doing things like taping up his ribs or whatever.
yeah. So what it'll do is like you're gonna heal 1 hit point a day. You're gonna heal 2 hit points because she did first aid. So if she does first aid on you like every day, you could do. If you do medicine, it's 1d3 every day. But you always you do one. Your natural healing is just 1 per day. So you'll get 2 hit points back in the morning, and then if you just lay there and just rest, you'll gain another hit point every day until you're full.
Okay.
Lay there and rest and bleed on Nikki's couch. I dare you.
There you go.
I don't think it's any external bleeding.
Nikki's gonna have to get those like plastic covers, I think,
God
on
damn
it
it.
for all our furniture.
grandma plastic covers.
Yeah.
No, I'm gonna live like American Psycho thanks to my best friend. Like this is just that's what's gonna happen. No, so as she's working on Dom, I'm gonna kind of squat down in front of him and say, "Listen, you young idiot, you're in an FBI agent's house with a cop and a pig. If you're up to some no good, you might as well spill it now, or else we're gonna find out later. And whatever she's fixing on you right now, she's gonna re-break. I'm gonna shoot you, and he's gonna pretend like he didn't see anything, and I will gesture towards Keon.
You know, that's probably quicker than what happened to Riley. Oh, he was kidnapped. My best friend was kidnapped.
Okay, you also mentioned something about a murder.
Yeah, my other friend, I mean, it was a long time ago. I know who did it. I found him. He was murdered. I witnessed it. I was too scared to come forth all those years ago, but the murder is back in town. Ow.
Hold still, you baby.
Who's back in town?
It hurts hitting a rooftop.
What? Okay. Also, add in that. What do you mean hitting a rooftop?
No.
I think he bounced a couple times.
Yeah, you remember how I said my friend was kidnapped? I got away. Ow. You can probably tell how. I don't know what they're gonna do to him, but I think they might kill him.
Do you know where he is? Any idea?
No, but I got names.
Nikki will get up and go over to her computer, probably move it away from the slowly,
Yeah.
the slowly thawing foot. Say names. Start typing on her computer.
Me, the player, forgets the names, but I'm sure Dominic would remember, so I say them.
The names of the people that beat up your friend?
Yeah.
Yeah. You only got the name of the big Dino.
Dino.
Was
yeah,
the
and then
it was
I
a
say
woman's
that,
voice.
It was
Oh no,
big
he
guy,
said it was Mary.
big guy named Dino, and I think he was with his mother. I don't know.
Address.
I don't know where they live.
You know where your friend lives?
I give her the address of the office.
Friend's name.
His name's Riley.
First name or last name?
It's his first name.
What's his last name?
Hold on a second, I gotta get to that. Johnson. It's Riley Johnson. Ow. It still all really hurts.
Must check my my Rolodex.
Open it. I gotta open my phone.
R A B C.
I think I hit my head on the way down. It hurts.
Oh yeah, you definitely have a concussion.
Why don't you mainline him some alcohol and get him to stop groaning?
Go next door and get some tequila from Stephanie or Natalie.
I'm not going. I'm not going next door to Natalie.
Anything but the Hermana. Anything but that.
Here, have a Darvocet.
God.
Oh, I feel much better now. Huh? You relay the information to her. Suddenly, Nikki, your phone rings.
Okay.
And it is from Officer Osmond, or Detective Osmond.
Nicole.
Ring. I wonder what kind of tone Nikki Anderson has on her cell phone.
It's as basic as it could be. It is probably a super old, very basic tone.
And I hack into your phone whenever I can and change it to the X-Files theme.
Yep. And but she would just answer the phone, Nicole. Just simple as that.
It's me. It's Detective John. Hey, guess what?
What?
I think I got a break in the case here. Look.
What'd you find?
So I looked at his records. So yeah, he lives in an apartment, but guess what? His parents died about 25 years ago, and he's got the house was put in his name. It's an old house down in the old suburbs. It's he never. It looks like, according to the county records that I could find, looks like it was never. It's basically been declared condemned because he couldn't afford to fix it up. So it's basically being left to rot. I thought maybe he might have stashed the duffel bag there. So I thought maybe you would want to come.
Yeah. And I look over my shoulder. I look at Gian. Said, "And we have a way in there."
Great. Let's do it tonight. Let's do it later tonight, so there's not so many eyes watching. Let's say, when do you want to meet? 10 o'clock?
Yeah, let's do 10. 10's fine.
Great. It'll be nice and cold out there. I'm sure nothing bad will happen. And hangs up. So there, you are left with that conundrum. You have the creepy house, you have the other leads there, but So it's 8:30. Do we want to take a break? Do we want to? What do you want to do? Take it a little break, maybe, and then kind of set up the next part.
Sure.
I'm okay with a little break.
Sounds good.
Okay. Sounds good to me. All right.
Be back after the break.
Hey, so we are back. We're in Nikki's room. You got the call from Detective Osmond to meet him. He gave you the address. Texted you the address, by the way, so you know where to go. At 10 o'clock, you got a few hours to kind of prepare or to do any additional research. I will say I noticed. Got it. I have to ask what. Like I said, the vellum. Well, you know, you kind of did a lot of research already on that, so I don't think you find very much more. Although,
I mean,
you
the only
might
other thing I
someone-
would do an occult scan of stuff, you know,
Mhm.
just
You also
cross-referencing some databases.
Yeah. Got it. As you're laying there on the couch, you take a look at it too. Dominic is kind of maybe he's hobbled up, finally got up and is like now he's kind of feeling better. You can at least sit at the counter and drink some soda. I don't know what he's drinking. Something hard, I'm sure. Hard soda.
Do not drink anything hard with the pain meds that I just gave you, dude.
Oh yeah, I never
I'm
Yeah,
just,
don't do that,
I'm
so.
just gonna stay on the couch.
I just
Good
give him
plan.
water.
Mhm.
You drink this, you're dumb.
I'm gonna ask.
So,
I'm gonna ask Nikki about that phone call because you said she was kind of looking at me, or she said she was kind of looking at me during the call.
yeah.
Did you share with me the content of that? Do you
Um,
want me to come with you?
So what you would get is, so it sounds like we have a lead. I'm sure Clarity filled you in on everything outside.
Yeah.
I
And I'm
did.
sure.
And-
Gian, do you fill them on what you did? So
Yes.
I'm assuming
Yeah,
everyone's
I'll
kind of.
get
We're all kind of. Yeah. So during this time, you guys are just kind of recuperating, resting, explaining. I'll have info dumping all the stuff that you know.
So basically, what it comes down
Everyone's
to
up
is
to.
is where we need to go is in where you live. So do you mind letting us in?
Oh no, come
Well, no,
along.
it's not. No, it's not in the Huguenot village. It's like more like. It's kind of the space between. It's on the edge of Main Street, main downtown. It's like kind of between downtown and the university.
Oh, I thought he was in one of the historical. I thought where he had buried it was in one of the historical houses. Was
Wait,
am I wrong?
we mean where the cop had?
Where he stashed the bag.
Oh no. Yeah, that's the old. Yeah, the old town. I'm sorry. There's Old Town and there's the Huguenot village. The old town is like the old German part of town.
Oh, okay.
I
Never
know.
mind.
Sorry. I need to really get a. Yeah, really. I've been working on a map slowly but surely.
No, the rewind on that.
Sorry.
It seems like we have even more of a lead than I had originally thought, so it'd be good to have extra backup. Are you free to go tonight?
Absolutely.
Wonderful.
I'm yelling field trip from the kitchen.
Hey kid, and I'll squat down in front of Dominic. You still with us?
You know, I don't really feel all too comfortable going out right now. If I could just have the couch, that'd be great.
No, I don't feel comfortable leaving you in my house, not after half the stuff that I saw you eyeing. So you have one of two choices. You can either get in my car, or you can sleep out on my front lawn.
Oh, he's got his car out front, doesn't he? Neighbors might object to
Well,
him
those
on
are the
lawn.
choices she's giving him. You know, I'm sure you can come up with some others, Dom, that don't involve staying in her house.
Just give me a bottle of aspirin, I'll go to my car.
You can't have Aspen on this type of drugs, and you ain't driving. And I reach into his pocket and I take his keys.
What's the plan? I was gonna sleep in the car. I need my
That's-
keys to get in.
Nope, you can sleep on the grass on the front porch, or you can come with us.
You mean?
Yeah, oddly enough, I feel safer on the grass.
That's where we'll leave you then. Good luck. There's some creepy worms outside. And I will stand up and I will take his keys, just spinning them in my hand.
You know,
We
you
dropped
could let
him
him
off
in the
with-
car and still keep the keys.
Well, I'm pretty sure he locked the car, so either he can try to hotwire his own car and ruin it, or he can wait until he feels better and I give him his keys back.
No, I mean, you could open the car so he can sleep in it and then take the keys with you so he wouldn't have to tear up his car and hotwire it.
Nope.
Nope. Okay.
Nope,
Well,
he
you
gets
got
grass.
keys.
He gets grass or continues with the story and comes with us. Quit arguing.
No, okay. I was just trying to be a little respectful of the degree of pain.
He can sleep in the car.
He can sleep on our way there.
Out in the street. He can sleep on the street while you guys are all sleep in the car while you guys are bumbling
You
around the
know,
old house.
given the ways that he usually gets hurt, Gion, I don't know that we need to have sympathy all that much.
Okay, I'm not going to argue real hard. I'm done.
If it means not getting kidnapped, I'll come.
Enjoy the grass, Dominic.
No, I'm changing my mind. If it means not getting kidnapped, I'm coming. I'll sleep in the car.
Yeah, that's probably a good thought. I mean, if they saw your face. They might come after you. Your safest place would be
That's
with
true.
two law-abiding citizens. And I side eye.
So, you all pile. Was the 4 of you, right? So yeah, it's enough. You can all fit.
Yeah,
in the car.
just
I'll
slump
take one
into
car.
the back seat.
Yep.
Can always load him into the back of my Subaru. It's fine.
There you go. So you guys make your way down. So like I said, it's an older neighborhood, kind of behind south of the main downtown, main drag of Bend. There's Main Street and there's the downtown, and south of that is the older buildings. Some of them are old houses. They're older. They're large houses, but Victorian style, or some are even more like closer to mid-century. Kind of like the farther you get away from downtown, the newer they become. It's kind of in the middle there. That neighborhood. A lot of the older houses are kind of sometimes rented out for, college. Got multiple rooms, so they get turned into basically like apartments, right? Rooms for rent and whatnot. But this is a older house. It looks like probably even before, like from the late 30s. It's a 2-story house. The story is slightly smaller than the bottom. So there's another roof you can jump onto, Dominic, right here, if you want to get on the second floor.
No, thank you. No, thank you. No, thank you.
Hey, I could
I'm
toss
where
you
I
up
am.
there.
Oh, come on.
I could toss you up there so you didn't have to fall on it.
There you go. Ideas.
You Osborne once again, he finds he has another set of keys, a different set than before. He's like, I borrowed these from evidence. They're Childers' keys, and it's like, well, where do you want to go? Cursory kind of walk around, you realize there's a door here and a door here. Why is it so blurry? It is. Who cares? Okay. So, what's the plan, guys?
Huh? I thought we were here to look inside.
Does anybody
Alright.
else live here? Do you know?
No, it's been abandoned for quite a while, pretty much since the parents died.
Hold on, before you do that, and I will come to the door, and I'd like to press my ear to the door and listen inside.
Oh, you don't hear anything. Although, actually, you do hear some. Take a listen.
Sure.
You just hear an ow.
As you're trying to get out of the car, because none of us helped you.
I thought you were saying
I'm just gonna stand.
Woo! Hard success. And I clicked the boop.
Whew.
Good lord, make sure you click that bubble.
I did.
Okay, yeah, you can hear the sound of something.
Of
humming.
silence.
Something's humming. Like there's something that's running. It's either maybe the water or like this thing is, yeah.
Is there any
Aliens.
lights on?
Something. There are no lights on. In fact. Just
this place has been condemned, right?
yeah. See, Charity, Guion, and Dominic. Go ahead and make rolls. Make spot hidden. Oh, good
That works.
lord. Yeah.
Nice.
So, Guillaume,
I'm not even
you
rolling.
realize. I know. You smell something. You realize you smell exhausts like from like there's smoke. Like it's
Like from a fire?
yeah. And you look up, and because you have spy hidden, you can realize you look up, and even in the night sky, you can barely make out. You can tell that there's smoke emanating, like a trail kind of blowing along the breeze. So somewhere there's a fire going inside this abandoned house.
Do I get any sense of how big it is?
You feel like it feels like, it's consistent with what fire coming from smoke coming from a chimney would be. It's not billowing out of the top of the house. It feels like it's coming out with where it's small, coming through a small opening and then getting larger, like smoke does.
Yep. I'm gonna try and turn the doorknob.
Lock. That's why Detective Osborne goes, I got this, don't worry about it. And he proceeds to unlock the door.
Alright, I'm just gonna kick it down.
It creaks slowly open. And he steps in. Who wants to go behind?
If I can get in without knocking over Nikki, Nikki, I'll go in right behind her. Or not Nikki,
Okay.
Clarity's the one that's always trying to get in the way.
Correct.
No, she's way over there. Oh. Yeah, alright. Next.
I'll go in next. I'm gonna draw my
Cool.
pistol. I think it's
Cool.
a pistol I
That's a
have.
good idea.
What do I have? I have something. I have a weapon of
You have
some
a
kind.
Glock, don't you?
Okay.
Glock. Yes, I will draw my Glock.
Yeah.
I'm gonna draw my 1911.
Got it.
I'm gonna draw my flashlight.
Osborne goes, hey guys. What do you guys? It's not slot, right? It's an empty house, man. You guys are so jumpy. Anyways. He
There's
does
fire
not.
in here somewhere.
More
You do smell,
zombies.
and you do smell fire, and it's coming from over here.
So it's like coming through this door right next to me.
Yep.
I'm gonna open said door and look inside.
All right, you see what the remnants of what was probably once a very nice living room, but now it has been left to rot. There's an old rotted carpet on the floor. You even see pieces of, or even like little holes in the floor. A few holes on the floor here and there. The fire is going, and you see like there's a bunch of big pile of like wood from like looks like furniture, pieces of furniture. Like you see like dining room chairs, half of a headboard from a bed. Like anything wooden has been gathered and thrown into this fire, and it's very warm. The heat's just billowing off of this thing, although yeah, which is kind of scary because you do see like it's like sparks pop out every once in a while and land on the floor. It's not exactly it's a little bit dangerous in an old abandoned house like this.
It's in the fireplace though, right?
Yeah. Make a good Dominic. You coming too, or are you hiding out in the car?
You guys got this. I'm just gonna stay here. I'm pretty sure this is a crime. I'm not really about that.
When is that stuff, Dominic?
Hope you don't get kidnapped in the car. Bye.
Gravity came and got you. Meanwhile,
I get some of those, like, I get some tiger balm out of my bag and hand it to you.
Just gonna fall asleep in the car. Back seat, just lay down. Ow. Still ow.
You guys can go ahead. Those who are in the house can make a listen roll again. Okay.
Dang it.
I guess
I'm still so bad at finding stuff on this sheet.
I know.
Wow.
I can hear everything again.
You heard God, and he's like, I pushed Dominic off the roof.
Man, you're the best.
I'm hearing everything in every universe.
You can hear the termites crawling around.
Mm-hmm.
You hear that? Ow.
You hear the sound of running water, and it seems to be coming from upstairs.
Albert, quietly. And I sound like I'm shouting to myself.
So where are the stairs? Are they at the end of the hall?
After inspecting, you do realize that they are, in fact. When you look at all the, you kind of peek into the rooms, and I'll just go ahead. Everything is like, you can see there's a dining room, a kitchen, all this kind of stuff, but yes, there are stairs at the end here. And you can hear it coming from down the stairwell.
Does it look like anybody's been using any of these other rooms to live in or do anything in?
No, like I said, you do notice, can tell that some of the, there are like some of the, there's like remnants of shattered, like not needles, shards of wood and things like maybe someone had destroyed a bunch of wood, like where the dining room was. You see like just little pieces of shattered wood around, like they smashed it and used it for the fireplace.
Okay.
Yeah, and then the kitchen is totally abandoned. There are a few more, holes you can see, but so I don't know
look
how.
pretty natural, just rotted holes.
Yeah, rotted holes. It's like basically I wouldn't want to walk around in there too much if I were you. Depending on your character size, let's say that.
Like 70 would be.
Maybe Dominique wants to fall through a floor instead of off a roof.
Just
for variety.
No, thank you.
Just variety,
Oh, Life of life.
Mm-hmm.
We could tie a rope around his shoulders or around his chest and drop him down so he didn't, make sure he doesn't hit the floor or the area below.
Actually,
Or we could use these stairs.
I have a when we were back at the house, right? I mean, how noticeable was the leg in the sink?
Oh.
I would have stood in front of it, and I don't think I wouldn't have had the whole leg in the sink. I would have just taken a sample.
From
and
the
then
couch
remembering
there.
Would you have gone
It's
the
really
entire
just
time without mentioning it?
Yeah, it's really just a foot and from like mid chin down.
Yeah.
So it's not like a big chunk of leg.
It fits in there pretty easy, yeah.
But I still would not have put the whole thing in there. I would have
My
just taken a
question is,
sample.
would I have noticed it?
Did you come in the kitchen? Because if you came in the kitchen, I would have been standing in front of it.
The guy's spot hidden of 90 probably would have probably noticed a flig. but you also might have thought it was just the pills.
Hey, once again, the whole
I am
thing
so
would not be
high.
in the sink.
Yeah, I think if you're allowing the spot hidden being like I either saw a leg or I saw there was the pills, I'd probably while I'm like laying down in the car and they're doing all their stuff, I'd probably like text Tyler Frumpets and be like, I'm either really high right now or I actually did see a leg in the FBI lady's house. It's one of the two. I'm in a lot of pain.
Hey,
Oh,
again,
that's right.
for the 5th time, I would not have the whole leg in the sink, just a sample.
Yeah. Well, what's your his spot hidden is like super high, so he.
Yeah.
In fact, you could roll it now. Yeah, he was also cut out, but he might have saw it.
Would you know what it was if it was just a little piece of something?
I would question you being so excited about it and all the alien stuff along with this. I would question if you would be able to keep your mouth shut.
That's true too.
I love you, but I don't think you would. I think he would think that you were out of earshot, and his listen's pretty good.
I was just waiting for it to thaw, but whatever.
You're like, it's a leg, it's a leg, it's a leg, it's a leg, it's a leg.
If that's the case, I'd text him and be like, listen, I was either extremely high or I did actually see a dismembered body part. So take that as you will.
Shoot.
Because he asked about body parts, and I'm like, listen, it's either the drugs or it actually exists. So. That's what I text him before I just lay down in the backseat of the car.
You go and move up the stairs. Osmond's still ahead. You get up and you don't see anything because it's just dark and it's like this, the dank of mold is just awful up here. It's just this rotting house. In fact, as you guys are creaking up the stairs, I'm assuming you guys are trying to be sneaky, or you guys are being careful. I am assuming.
Yes.
I'm being careful.
I would
because
leave.
I don't. You
sneaky.
don't. Yeah, you don't need to worry about rolling stealth. I think because there's the sound of the water just flushing, and you can see steam like coming off from under the doorway. From here. Let me reveal some more of this stuff. And then you can see the hallway. That there are also 3 other. You guys can see all that?
Yep.
Okay. So what do you want to do? Osborne's like this way.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Do you guys want to go in there? Sounds like there's somebody in there.
I would gesture to Osborne. Go.
Okay, I guess so. I'm not doing this because I'm scared. I'm just being careful. He pulls his gun out.
I roll my eyes and then look down at my gun and look at him and be like, duh.
And he slowly opens the door, goes, and now this big wall of steam just goes pouring out. Oh shit! Woo! Okay. He goes in steam. You see light. Holy shit, guys! You guys should check this out. Then all of a sudden you hear this splashing of water as if something, like something got out of the tub in a hurry. You hear all those. In fact, you see some water splash out through the doorway. And then you hear,
Well, I'm definitely booking it in there.
All right, Guillaume. Guillaume sees. Actually, Guillaume, make a sanity roll.
Sanity? That's disturbing.
Sanity roll.
Yeah. You're gonna
First
make your sanity roll
sanity
first
roll
before I
of the
describe
night.
what you see. Talk about slow
Uh-oh.
burn.
Ouch, kabibble.
What'd you roll?
99. I rolled
Oh,
a 99 versus
8.
50.
Oh God.
Oh wow, that's awesome. I mean, oh, that's too bad. Oh wow, I didn't realize it was that good. Okay. La 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 la. Cool. You lost 7.
I lost 7.
Yeah.
7
How many
sanity.
sanity did you have today? Yeah. How many do you have today? Right now, or started out with?
I started with 50. So I have 43.
Okay. Got it. Okay, cool. You need to make. You need to roll your intelligence.
Double.
Wow, that's awesome. That's
Oh my
great.
gosh.
Why does he
That's
keep saying
nice.
it's awesome? That doesn't sound good.
It's awesome to me. First off, we will.
Last thing game, that's your keeper. That doesn't sound good.
All you guys hear is Guillaume screaming. Ah! And then you hear, "Hey, stop it!" My wife's she's screaming. She scared the shit out of me. All right, she she went ah. This,
All you hear is screaming. Me too, apparently.
all you hear you see Guillaume's eyes is widen in terror. He starts screaming, pulls out his gun, and just starts emptying just firing as fast as he can. And then we'll find out what happens next week.
What?
Ooh, cliffhanger.
Oh, snap.
Dun dun
Dun, dun,
dun.
Oh,
I think he
that's too
timed it.
funny. I don't. Oh, not. Let me see
Perfect.
here. Okay.
Awesome.
All right. So we'll find out what horrible sight did Guillaume see that caused him to completely lose his mind and respond by just blind rage violence. So
Or
we'll find out next
fear.
week.
Find out next week on Call of Cthulhu.
Oh, man.
Yep.
Well, as always, great game. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
And for now,
Hey, thanks
everybody say
for
goodbye to
getting back
YouTube.
together.
Bye,
Bye,
YouTube.
YouTube.
Oh, thank you.
Bye, YouTube. Happy dungeon delving, everyone.
Yeah.